Okay, cool.
Okay. So what's your name?
Shayna.
Shayna Spider Girl?
Yes.
And Spider Girl, where are you from?
I'm actually from Campbell.
From Campbell? Oh, just around here?
Just around
Around here.
yeah.
And you know my work from where?
So I've actually followed your work on Venom and also all the Deadpool comics and then obviously your YouTube videos. So,
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
So look for yourself on YouTube.
I will.
Thank you. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Walden Wong Art. And today we're going to do an AMA. A while back, I asked people on Facebook and Instagram to post questions that they want to ask me. And then I would answer those questions that you asked. I answered all of them completely and honestly. And you're going to watch me do that at a convention called Campbell Con. I was a guest at this convention. So I figured, what better time than to show you the convention and answer your questions that you all ask on Instagram and Facebook. So without further ado, let's check out some of the questions that I answered. This will be fun. Let's go. Okay, I'm at Campbell Con right now, and then I'm gonna be answering some of the questions that were asked on Facebook and Instagram. So here's the entrance to Campbell Con. Interest, and let's head on in. Caesar Leo Crawford asked, I think you stated it before, but best brushes and paper you use. The brush I use is the Pentel pocket brush, and the paper I use is the Strathmore paper, so that's the best paper. The next question I have is from Pete Woods. If a piece of information is true, but someone believes it's for invalid reasons, does it count as knowledge? Yes, I think it does. Okay, Robert Blake asks, who's your favorite artist to ink? Right now, my favorite artist to ink that I've inked before is over Arthur Adams. Arthur Adams, Paul Smith, the people who helped me in the business. Okay. Next question from Gary Langlang. Which inkers influenced you? I would say Marlo Aquiza. He's the one who helped me out with doing the inking. So he's a big influence. And then I studied a lot of other inkers as well. Next question from Greg Austin. Which inker did you admire when you were young? Have you met them? Most of the inkers that I've admired when I was young, I've met them already. Marlo Aquiza, Bill Sienkiewicz, Danny Mickey, a lot of inkers I've met already. So I'm fortunate to do that because I've been in the business for 20 something years. Okay, next question from Norm Ratmoon. When we attend the same con, can you bring me some Kit Kat bars? Of course. Of course. Next time we go to the same convention, I'm more than happy to bring you some Kit Kat bars. Okay, Norm's a big candy eater. There's a big crowd over here. Next question from Pete Woods. Why don't you invite me to any more of your weddings? Well, I only got married once. If I have a divorce and I get married again, then I'll invite you to my next wedding. Next question from Dana Black. Is there an inker or inkers who you try to emulate in your finishings? Well, I pride myself in being able to adapt to different kind of pencils. So usually I'll study the pencils first and then I'll ink towards that direction. So in the beginning I would try to ink like a certain inker, but now that I'm doing it for a while, I just do like whatever matches the pencils. Brianna Neesina wrote, when did you first realize I was Batman? You're not Batman, I'm Batman. Okay. Next question from Bob Amin. Is it true you won the prestigious and legendary Inkwell Awards trophy a few times now? You must be pretty good, huh? Well, if those of you who don't know what the Inkwell Awards is, they're an award thing that supports inkers. I'll add links below, you can check that out. And I've won 3 years in a row. I think it's 2017, 16, and 15, so I'm very happy about that. And the award I won is the most adaptable inker. So check out some of the convention here. Okay, next question is from Kellum Rosales. I'm still stuck on the freehand circle. Can we revisit the video and perhaps hit up a few more shapes? I actually made a video on how to draw a circle freehand. So check that out. Links below about the freehand circle. Check out, there's more of the convention from Campbell Con. Next question from Angel Omar. Maradona or Peel? Air Jordan or LeBron? I don't know what Maradona is, and Peel, I don't know what that is. So I'll just say Maradona, Air Jordan appeal, Air Jordan, because I grew up with Air Jordan, Michael Jordan. Okay, next question from Dave McCrae. This is a good idea. I may steal it. Absolutely steal it. Feel free to steal it. Okay, next question from Michael Jacko. Whose pencil would you like to ink? I would be happy to ink any of the Kuber brothers, Andy Kuber or Adam Kuber. Those are the two pencilers that I have yet to work with. Next question from Stella324. How did you get involved in comics? Well, I always been a comic book fan, and then when I decided to go into comics, I just started doing samples and showing it to creators, and that's how I got involved in comics. Here's the actors area. A lot of actors over here. Oh look, check this out. Here it is. I want to see if you can see this. This is Lou Ferrigno over there. Let's see. Okay, let me get closer. Get closer. Okay, right over here. There he is. Be careful. And then here's some more actors over here. Okay. Okay, next question from Inkblotch. How did we notice and hired by Marvel or DC or any big comic publisher as an inker? Do I submit a portfolio? When I started out, I did sample portfolios. I went to comic book conventions and I stood in line, and then I just show editors, and I went to do that convention after convention until I got noticed. These days you can start doing online portfolio, set up a website and just show editors different kinds of pieces that we've done. Okay, next question by T. Lewis Art. Which artist is your first choice for inking? My first choice, I can say that if Arthur Adams contacted me again, I would drop everything I'm working on just to work with him again, because he's the first artist I've met that works in comics, and it would be nice to be able to work with him again. Okay, next question from Jesse Draws 808. As an inker, do you think it's better to have a clean line like you, or sort of messier or sketch line? I think there are messier, sketchier because Ink Monkey Hooks likes doing splatter, and Scott just makes them clean. I guess for me, it really depends on the pencils. If the pencils are clean, I'll make them clean. If it calls for a messy or gritty look, I'll do that grittier look. So it depends on the pencils. And then before I take on a project, I would study some of the pencils. Okay, next question from Drawbox. Do you like teaching the summer course for high school students at the Academy? So some of you may know I teach at the Academy of Art University, and I do enjoy teaching there. I only teach one class per semester, and then when I'm there, it's based on comic book illustration. I just teach that, so I do enjoy. It's my way of giving back to the community of how I worked on comics, just so I can help them out. Let me go through this aisle. Okay, next question from Bean Binary. How long do you hope to remain in the comic industry, drawing comics in general? I'll stay in the comic industry for as long as I can, for as long as they'll have me, and once that ends, I'll just work on something else. But so far, I've been doing comics for 22 years, so that's not bad. That's pretty good. Next question from Jared HD Pix. What is your process for scanning and ink art and cleaning it up in the computer? I use Photoshop to scan my artwork. I'll scan in color, 600 dpi, and after I scan it, I'll reduce to grayscale, and then convert it and adjust contrast, and I'll send it to the publishers. So scanning 600 dpi, and I'll reduce to 400 later. Jared Pick wrote, also, what's the best way to ink long flowing hair? I'll add links to below of how to ink long flow hair. My best result is if you're inking hair, once you're inking a line and you feel that you're not following, just go with it. You don't have to follow the pencil lines all the way, but just do as best as you can. Deidre Smith, do you prefer quill or brush? I prefer both quill and brush. I started using a quill first, and then later on I learned how to use the brush, and then I use brush. So right now, it depends on what you're working with. Brush holds more ink than the quill. So Ramper Swat wrote, who are your influences? Arthur Adams is an influence. Hello. Arthur Adams is an influence. Paul Smith is an influence. I studied some of the Kuber brothers. They're pretty good. Where's my area? Let me find my booth area. Okay, here's another question. I like to see you correcting, written by Alessandro Cazazzi. He wrote, I like to see you correcting a mistake. Hearing your curses would be funny as well if you make mistakes. I do make mistakes, but I don't really curse or anything. I just quickly pull out the whiteout and then I'll just white it out. No cursing involved with making mistakes. Let's see any other questions. See, I'm still stuck on freehand circle. Oh, that's all the questions from Facebook and Instagram. And thank you for asking those questions. I'll do this again in the future. So right now, I'm gonna find my booth area. So check out the convention, Campbell Con. I'll add links to this convention. Okay, it's a pretty nice convention. It's located in Saratoga in West Valley College. Where is my booth? Oh, look, look at this. There's a holographic AR. Look at this. You see, they're dancing over there, and they're on TV right over here. Look at that. And then here's them. Oh, you guys, good, very nice. Hello. Okay, so let's check out the rest of the convention. Let's see. Let me find my area. Okay, not a lot of, oh, here's the cosplay. I don't know if they're cosplay, I'm not going to ask. So we have more booths over here. Dragon Child. Okay. So let's see. Like this size convention. Oh, here it is. I think my area is right here. Here's the photo booth area. And they're doing photos over here. And then here is the artist, I guess they'll call this artist alley. So artist alley right in here. Art gallery. So we're gonna take a look. We're gonna say hi to some of the artists that are here. Okay. And then we have this. I don't really know what that is. So right over here, I guess here's the picture taking area. So we must do this. Here it is. Okay, now here is Toby. Toby, how do you say your name? Duranavong, how are you? Tubi, that's right. And what do you work on?
I work on Villain. Graphic novel right over here.
Okay.
Villain-comic.com. Check it out.
Oh, very cool. Thank you. Okay, let's see who else we have. This is Lori DeVera. Lori DeVera, how are you?
Good.
How are you? What do you work on?
I'm working on Conan.
Conan? Oh, that's very nice. Let's take a look. Take a look at that. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is Danny. I met Danny last month. How are you? It's good to see you again. Good to see you again.
See you.
So Danny's here at this convention also. I think we met last time at, what convention was that? South City?
Yeah.
South City Comic Con.
Yeah.
Yes. So there you go. Thank you. And here's Chris Marianne. First time I met Chris was at Reading, Sundown Bridge Comic Con. So it's good to see you again. Thanks. Okay, and then we'll go over to this side. Here is Peter C. Koch.
Hey man, how's it going?
Peter. Okay, and here's his booth. Hey, and you're the one that did the convention pro.
Yeah, I did the
right?
poster.
So let's look at the poster. This is the poster.
Yeah.
It's all over the website. The yard. So that's very nice. Very nice work. Who's your influence? I can guess.
I know you know.
So
yeah, Scott Campbell.
It's very nice. And then
after that, it's John Heebink.
John Heebink? Oh yeah, John. John's right over here. John's right here. How long have you known John? You know John for a long time.
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. He teaches. I met before I started working in comics. John was one of the guys I asked to look at my portfolio.
Is that right?
Yeah. So when I was nobody.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it's very nice. Very nice. It was a long time ago.
Wow.
Maybe 25 years ago.
Man, you've come a long way.
Yeah.
You're like inking Art Adams and stuff.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
Wow.
Art Adams, Paul Smith. A lot of been very lucky. Very lucky.
Oh, that's cool.
You do inking or you do penciling?
I do both.
You do everything?
And I'm just this year I started getting into coloring.
Yeah. You recently did something for, is it the utility company?
Oh yeah, it was the Sonoma the water. It was like a water conservation thing. Yeah.
And you created the heroes and created monsters and things.
Yeah.
I saw that. It was very nice. I'm gonna see if they have a website or link to some of your art.
Yeah.
What's your website? Let me just report that.
peterckoshart.com.
So check out Peter's work. They're up and coming artists.
Thanks a lot.
And then there's John. John's busy, but I'm gonna interrupt John. So here he is. This is John.
I feel like they're not very many.
I've known John before I worked in comics from a long time ago. How many years ago was this?
Oh God, I don't remember.
It was more than 25 years ago.
Really?
Yes. And my name is Walden.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Laura.
Laura. Nice to meet you, Laura.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So 25 years ago, I met you. Was that at WonderCon? Well, I think it was WonderCon.
Holy cow.
So John was at a booth, and then I was just walking with my portfolio and just asking someone to look at my work. And John was one of the artists that was there, and he spent a good chunk of time looking at my art, and it's very nice. And you lived in San Francisco for a while too, and we met up a few times and did some work together. So this is the second or third convention we're at together. Yeah. So it's very nice to look at you. You want to plug yourself?
Sure. Look for Sucker on Comixology. It's probably not at your local comic book store yet, but it's a vampire graphic novel. We've just put out the first volume in print and on Comixology, and yeah, it's a fantastic read. I did the inking, beautifully colored, and an incredible story. The writers.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And then here's some of the art for Sucker. Right over here, here's his banner. Right over here, check it out. Very cool. Good. So check out his work out at links below. Great. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
And then here is my booth. My booth is right over here. Right over here. See that? So that's my banner, my prints, and then my table. So I'm gonna go back to my booth and let me show you how this looks. Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. So here's my booth. Check out anything. I have prints over here. I have original comic book art. I have a canvas, the Venom canvas. So check us out. And then from my booth, this is the view I have. Here's the view I have from my booth, right over here. So this is Campbell Con. Links below. Check it out if you can. Until next time, be good. So there you have it. That's me answering your questions on Instagram and Facebook. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me now, you can comment down below and I'll answer all your questions. I always answer everyone's posts and comments. It's the least I can do. Until next time, be good. Subscribe to my channel. Please like, hit the notification button. Check out my website, waldenwongart.com, and also check out my Patreon page. And if you can, support me over there. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.